from September, officially October, to the end, which was tough. You're taking on this new journey, entering high school, and as you go in there, I challenge you to be selfless. Not selfish, selfless. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
How was practice yesterday?
It was good. We did a lot of skill work and ball handling at the beginning, and then we scrimmaged the varsity guys at the end.
Was everyone at practice?
Yeah.
Is everyone going to be there today?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
What are you guys working on today?
I think the same thing.
Are the varsity guys coming?
Yeah, I think we'll probably go over stuff for next game we have coming up, and then scrimmage them again.
That's really good experience for you guys to be able to play against them. They're really good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good players. Have a good practice.
All right.
See you later.
See you.
The man in the glass. When you get what you want in your struggle for self, and the world makes you king for a day, then go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that man has to say. For it isn't a man's father, mother, or wife whose judgment upon him must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in life is the man staring back from the glass. He's the fellow to please, never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear to the end. And you've passed the most dangerous, difficult test if the man in the glass is your friend. You can fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass. But the final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass. Your biggest challenge isn't someone else. It's the voice inside you that yells, "Can't." But you don't listen. You just push harder. And then you hear the voice whisper, "Can." And you discover that the person you thought you were is no match for the one you really are. An old man told his grandson, "My son, there's a battle between two wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, jealousy, greed, resentment, inferiority, lies, and ego. The other is good. It is peace, joy, love, hope, humility, kindness, empathy, and truth." The boy thought about it and asked, "Grandfather, which wolf wins?" The old man quietly replied, "The one you feed."
The Boys and Girls Club of Lawrence has a long-standing history of academic excellence stemming back about 40 years ago. It started way back when with Steve Kelly. Steve Kelly was the guru of our academic program, and a number of kids were getting accepted to college way back when, but weren't going because they were like, we just don't go. Kids from Lawrence just don't go to college, and we said, how are we going to change that? How are we going to make academics very important? And so we know what kids love, and they love basketball. Basketball is a real inner city game, and in Lawrence, it is a huge game. It was a huge game for years here at the Boys and Girls Club. Steve said, okay, we need to find a way to incorporate excellence in academics and have these kids go somewhere and get a good college education. So how do we do that? How do we brainwash them into knowing that? So we started way back when with all of our teams, and we have like 8 or 9 teams, and we don't cut kids. So, like our 8th grade basketball team this year had 42 kids on it. So it started where we said, okay, number one, we're going to have weekly study halls. Weekly study halls are going to take place, either before or after practice, each day, 3 or 4 times a week, and we're going to stay on top of them by using weekly school reports. Weekly school reports were sent home to each teacher, and kids are judged on effort, in-class work, attendance and homework. If they're working the best that they can, they're doing the best they can, that's what we're asking for.
This is the core right here. This is the Hancocks, man. This is the bricks. A lot of great memories here, a lot of great people. A lot of great people, a lot of legends out of Lawrence was here. Socrates de la Cruz, people that are near and dear to my heart, that are great people in my opinion, the Ruiz family. My mom's didn't work too far from here. She's still there. She works at a nursing home up the street. She's been there for like 35 years. She's one of those old school Dominicans that came out here and just grinded for hers. Everything she got, anything we had, she grinded. This right here, a bunch of the boys go to this school now. Like I said, this used to be a baseball field. Now they built this school. This is the Gilmet School. So Derek goes to this school, JP, Jonathan goes to this school, Aiden goes to this school, Devlinson goes to this school, Miguel goes to this school, Jarmani goes to this school, Lenny goes to this school, not Lennon, Lenny. So they go to this school. So a few of our boys, they live in this area or a little outside the area, they go to this school. And it's a big school, it's a nice school, like I said. I mean, it took over a lot of the space that we use as kids to play around. Stuff. But this is my building right here, brother. Building 10. I grew up on the 3rd floor most of my life. Then as my grandparents got older, we moved to the 2nd floor. And let me tell you something, I was the richest kid in the ghetto, man. I came home to food, love, and wisdom every day of my life. There's really good people. This wasn't here before. This used to just be swings. Oh, I'm gonna take you throwback now, B. I'm gonna take you throwback right now. You see this? You see this right here, this space right here? We used to take crates, cut the bottom of the crate out, take a hanger, put it through the crate, put the hanger through here, tie it in the back, do the same thing there and play full court like this. And it'd be intense. And if you came up and dunked it and tore it down, you were Shaq. We used to call that the Shaq. If you came up and dunked it and the crate came down, you was the Shaq. So yeah, so this is the complex. We spent a lot of time here, Heritage Common Apartments, but we called it the complex. That's how it was known in my day. A lot of good brothers I met here that I know till this day. And this was a special time in my life as well. And got to bring you to the stoop, show salute, pay respect to the brothers from here, 9-8. You know what I mean? That's the stoop to the brothers that allowed that welcomed us in here. We chilled here. This is their stoop, 9-8. So got to show a love. You see the 9-8 right there. And a lot of good brothers here, a lot of good memories out here. You know what I'm saying? See my man Lev. Say what's up to, his brother Julio. So my brother Lev lived right here. Right? It's here, yeah, it's here. Apartment 34, and I used to throw rocks. That was his window, and I'd be throwing rocks so he could come down and open. Why I didn't ring the bell, I don't know. One day his mom caught me throwing rocks. She was like, toca el timbre. Toca el timbre. I was like, I'm sorry. Ever since that day, I was touching the bell. She look out, she opened the window, opened the curtain, let me right up. These are beautiful views right here, man. This is us. Look at the waterfall. Got one clean side, one dirty side.
Complex is empty now.
Yeah, man, I can't believe it.
Empty. Nothing there.
So yeah, I mean, you see this beautiful court they put now. Man, I tell you what, I wish we had something like this. We would have been playing ball when it snowed and rained. Beautiful place right there. You know, we got to do more stuff for our kids in our community, give them more of an outlet, more leagues, more open gyms. Figure out a way to do it, you know, beautiful baseball field. You know, we should put more emphasis, more noise on the small things that are going on in our community, get our kids engaged. You know, they talk a lot about, oh, kids aren't doing this, kids aren't doing that. Well, kids are gonna go to what they're attracted to. This used to be the Beacon Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Beacon Boys and Girls Club was right here. It's no longer open.
Still says Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Right there. When did that close?
A couple years ago.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I've known Tommy and Darnell my whole life, you know, 30 plus years. And again, it's their existence and their impact, their family's impact on me, helped me be the coach I am, be the man I am. You know, because again, it was about accountability, it was about love, it's about unity, and lessons. Lessons, man. Courts, man. Famous Beacon courts. The most underrated basketball court in the world. In the world, brother. This court right here is the underrated court in the world. I don't care what people say about double rim. I don't care what they say about the sidelines. This court right here, some good run right here. Some real hoopers played here. Too many to name, but I can name the West brothers. Doing what I told you. We went to the Hancocks, we went to the Essex. I took him to the complex, stood in front of 9-8. You know, Burt Hamill, God bless his soul, man. That was a huge, huge, huge impact in my life. You know, he was the basketball coach at Merrimack College for 35 years, I think almost 40 years. And from day one he was there, he started this camp, ABA, Academic Basketball Awareness. No matter what we do at the Boys Club, no matter what program we start or we have going, whether it's in the club or outside the club, we're preaching academic basketball awareness. Awareness of academics, awareness of life, and awareness on the court. And when we talk about awareness on the court, we're talking about building life skills on the court. And you know, and Bert and at ABA, that happened with Bert. I mean, that was 1 week every summer from when I was 10 years old till I was, I don't know, 30 years old. You know, I spent a lot of time there as a player and as a coach, and it never changed. It never changed. Hard work pays off.
So, Steve, tell me, how did the ABA come about? How did it start? What year did you guys start this?
The ABA began in 1981. It's the brainchild of Burt Hamill, who was the Merrimack College basketball coach, and probably one of the greatest non-boys club legends in the club's history.
Okay.
Burt was one of those guys that he had so much enthusiasm for life and what he did. It was contagious. Everybody around him would feel exactly the same way. And he came to us, and I still remember he got a phone call from him, and he said, Steve, this is Burt Hamill from Merrimack College. And I said, how you doing? And he said, I'd like to get together, and you know, we'd like to do some stuff with the Boys Club. And he started talking to me about having a captain for the basketball, honorary captain for the basketball team, and he was gonna, you know, bring our kids to all his games and have them go in the locker room and meet the kids.
Wow.
I'm thinking, this guy is a nutcase. There's no way he's gonna do all these things.
So this was his idea?
This is his idea. And then he said, I'd like to do a camp with the kids and, you know, have them come over to Merrimack, and we'll, you know. So at the time, none of our kids were going to college. And we couldn't figure it out because our kids are just as smart and just as talented as kids anywhere else. And so when Bert said, you know, we'd like to bring them over to the Merrimack campus, I said, this would be a great way for us to introduce our kids to what college is really about.
Okay.
So it started off for the first 2 years, ABA was a day camp. And there were about 50 kids that went to it. And by the end of the week, they were down to 25. 25 kids got thrown out.
Wow.
And
Why?
it was because they didn't know how to act. And there was nobody there from the club
Gotcha.
to be with them.
Okay.
Billy and I were off doing, we would take kids up to the mountains and do hiking and stuff and river rafting. And so nobody was there to do ABA camp. So at the end of 2 years after the kids got thrown out, we sat down with Bert and we said, you know, Bert, we need to be there at the camp, you know, with you. So you have, you know, somebody from the club that's able to talk to the kids and have them act the right way. So he said, well, let's make it an overnight camp then. And that was how it started. And it started with, I think there were about 100 kids the first year of overnight. And it was so powerful. And the kids got so much out of it that we said, we've got to just make this bigger and bigger. Mm-hmm. And it went from like 100 kids to 125 to 150. Wow. And, you know, we had to cap it at 150 because it would have been overwhelming.
You're brave enough to put yourself on social media. And we were talking about some of this stuff in the bank. Be mature. When you send somebody something, or when you post something, bro, they could keep that on you forever. Forever. Trust me, I know that. When Facebook first started, that's when I was coming up. So all those pictures you got with the middle finger and all that, you better watch out. Because when you go for a job, someone's gonna look at that. When you get recruited by colleges, coaches are looking at that. Real gangsters are looking at that. So if you want to throw up a sign or throw down a sign, watch yourself if you're not about that life. But the point of this discussion is you're brave enough to put yourself out there on social media. I mean, we're putting ourselves out there right now by having a documentary on us. And having B come every day and take pictures and videos of us. So why hold back, dog? That goes back to what we were talking about. What? So, because somebody's gonna say, "Oh, I seen that documentary. Yo, you were whack on that layup." But I was trying. But I wasn't good enough to last. Not everybody lasts, bro. A lot of people come out to teams, but they don't last. That's a fact. I'm sure y'all been there. So if you're gonna be brave enough to do that, be brave enough to like, bro, take a chance. Bro, somebody was born the same day, same time as you. They can't see. They can't hear. They have no hands. They can't walk. You may not know that person, but you owe it to that person to live your life to the fullest, bro. Take these layups like a man. Let's go, bro.
Hi, I'm Javi Lopez. I go to the Frost, and I've been coming to the boys club since I was 6th grade. Came here because I felt like I wasn't striving enough on the basketball court. Felt like I could be pushed more here, and I felt like that was one of the greatest decisions of my life. Everybody here is helpful, always looking out for me, always trying to help me, better me on and off the court, always checking for me, where's Javi, how's he doing, all of that stuff, and I just really appreciate, and I feel like this was one of the best decisions of my life.
My name is Gio Correa. I go to West Middle School, and I've been coming to the boys club since the 4th grade. One thing I like about the boys club is the coaching, because they teach us a lot of things that we could use in the real world, and they create a special bond between me and my teammates that feels like a family and a brotherhood. And one thing that Stevie has taught us is it's a we thing, not a me thing.
I'm Ronnie Vizcaino from the Bruce School, and I go to a Boys and Girls Club. And things I like about the Boys and Girls Club is competitive basketball and the coaching. And we travel like almost everywhere. Like once we went to like Rhode Island to Cardigan High School, and it was like 2 hours from here. And they showed us a tour of their basketball court, their locker room, and everything about their school, and it was like really fun. And they also gave us food, and we also played against them. We won, obviously.
2-on-1? Okay. So you guys are at 1 push-up, 2 squat? You guys are at 2 push-up, 1 squat. Okay. 30 seconds. Here and here. This is the type of jumping jacks we're doing. So pay attention. We're going 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Go! So one thing we're gonna work on. We gotta get used to this, and we gotta get it back. You guys are gonna go to that corner. You guys are gonna go to that corner. We gotta slide. We gotta work on staying low. So we're sliding all the way down, walking to the corner, sliding back. Okay? Boopy, you're the first one. Kai, you're the first one. We gotta do that twice. We gotta do it twice. No, as fast as you can, like we're in a game. Like we're in a game. Watch my wire. Don't touch my wire, bro. Where you line it up? Go. Slide, watch. Go. Side. Go. Side. Go.
Good shot. Good shot.
Go. Go.
Good, Isaiah. That's not a word.
Go.
Good, Javi.
A lot of times when we're guarding people, they got the ball, they get biased. So we gotta sprint. So now we're gonna sprint, like the guys there. We're ahead of them. Once we get to half court, we know we're ahead of them, and we slide. 2 times. There you go. As fast as you can. As fast as you can. Run, run, run. Sprint, sprint. Gotta sprint. listen. Please listen. First one, crossover. Second one, between the legs. Third one, behind the back. Finish with your right. Next guy, call outlet. Don't go to the guy in front of you gets to half court. Gets to the free throw line. Go!
Is it 8 and 8? So we're gonna start over. Left to the free throw line, cross over. Guys in the front, you gotta do it twice, then you let me know. Go! You gotta yell outlet. They gotta hear you. Yo, Sean, how are you missing layups, bro? Get your mind right, Sean. For real. No one should be missing any layups. Gotta get your head up, Darren, now. Not gonna get any better like that. Gotta dribble with your head up. Get that ball lower. Jeremiah. Chiquitín, how are you missing layups? I don't know. Come on, Lenny. So now we're doing behind the back. Go. Make your layups, Johansen. Make your layups. You're alone. It's February, man. Make your layups, Jaren. It's February. Yo, Johansen, you're just going way too slow, man. Jeremiah, next time he's in your way, run him over. This is February, bro. Believe that you're gonna make it. Believe that. Stay cool. Good. Good, look up! Good, Isaiah! Come, Poopy! Nice. Get in. Bring it in! Bring it in! Yo, tomorrow, same time. Bring it in. We're right back to practice tomorrow. 4 to 6. Right back to practice. Okay? Fellas, as the year goes on, our season gets shorter and shorter. We had before this practice, we had 14 days left. Now we have 13 days. We're practicing in games in between, okay? We just got to keep working. Palomos, we're going to keep, you guys just went at it with 5-6 varsity guys. You guys have aspirations to be high school players. Well, this is the speed, this is the strength, this is the length. Embrace it and get better as a unit. As a unit, and you'll see how you get better as an individual. We're supposed to be losing, but we're not supposed to get worse. We're supposed to get better, okay? Herbs and Champs, same thing tomorrow. Lenny, we're holding you to the same standard. It's denial, see man, see ball. I just said that, Johansson. All right? Blow it up. Wait, hold on. We got to blow it up. This whole season has been about that one word. About representing. You're only going to get a few more chances this season to represent. Palomos and Champs, you didn't have a great representation of the city, the Boys Club, our families, and yourselves this weekend. Hopefully moving forward, we can end the season the right way. Palomo, same thing with you, whether we're playing those older guys, 8th grade teams, wherever we go in these next 2 weeks, we got to represent. Represent ourselves, our families, the Boys Club, and our city. Loud.
Attention boys, Marcus Lopez, please come to the balcony. Your ride is here. Marcus Lopez, your ride is here.
Ustedes no quieren comer. Can you relax? You're gonna sit with everybody.
Take it easy, same thing. Thank you.
Lunch is good. I mean, not lunch, something.
Jeff, how are you? Good.
So,
Listen.
do you guys know who we are? Let's start there.
Yo, bro, listen.
Okay.
Mabel
And
Amy.
Okay. Do you guys know our roles here?
Yep.
Amy is a.
Yep.
I mean,
She's homework.
in the homework room,
Okay.
You,
I'm the social worker.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh? I greet you guys.
Yes,
Yeah, when you
all
guys come in.
So let's clear up the misconception really quickly about Amy. I am in the homework room. Okay. So I am in the homework room and I do help with homework, but my number one role here is to get the middle school kids where they need to go after middle school, and to get the high school kids where they need to go after high school. All right. So it's really important that that's why I'm sitting in on these meetings. It is really important that you understand who I am. I taught in Lawrence Public Schools for 17 years. So the minute you say homework anything to any kid, they want to stay as far away from you as humanly possible, okay? So I'm in the homework room. I support kids with homework, but my role here is to help you get ready for whatever life holds for you and beyond. I will never say to you that you have to go to college. I will never say to you, you have to go to private high school, you have to go to prep school. My job is to make sure that you're really happy and that I'm guiding you down the road that you need to get to. So when you are no longer eligible to be at the club because you're all grown up and life is moving forward, you are going to be happy, productive young men.
Oh, welcome back.
Hello, Gio.
Okay.
And my role is the social
Okay, go
worker
ahead.
here.
That's nice.
So that means like if you guys are ever struggling emotionally, mentally, anything you guys want to talk about, if you guys are having a rough day or anything like that, this is what I'm here. Like I'm here to do. I'm here to support you guys. So when you guys see me around, if you guys want to talk and stuff like that, I'm always around. We can go into my office. My office is actually located next to Steve's office. I'm just never there. I'm always floating around. Okay? So then today we're here to talk about respect. I think there's a few of you guys that said in our last one, so welcome back. So I want to ask you guys first, what is respect to you?
It was a big one last time, giving eye contact.
Listening. Yep.
Listening, good.
Don't speak with somebody else's speaking.
That's a good one.
Kind.
Be kind.
Don't speak for other people.
Don't speak for other people.
The number one reason why you're here is because Stevie asked Mabel to run these like groups because he wants you to be as prepared as possible to be the young people moving forward. All right, everyone 8th grade in here?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So everybody in this room is going to a different high school next year. A different school next year. All right?
I say most of us are going to GTS.
Okay. Yep. But everyone's going to a new school, right? And I'm assuming that most of you have gotten really comfortable in your middle schools, right? I taught at the Bruce. I taught at the South Lawrence East. I taught at the Oliver. So those school communities get really tight, right? So Stevie wants you to be really prepared next year when wherever you go, whatever high school you land, not only are you going to understand like what it's like to meet a whole new group of people and show respect, but also what you in turn should demand for respect. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? So you all understand how you're supposed to be not only treat other people, but also how other people are supposed to treat you.
The thing is, do you guys think that respect is given or it's earned?
Earned. Both ways.
It means halfway.
Halfway? You think it's both ways?
Yeah, because if you give your respect, you're gonna earn the other person's respect. I think.
I feel like it depends though, cause like as us like younger people, I feel like we should give automatically respect to elderly people.
Okay.
But then towards each other, we should earn their respect and they should earn our respect. That's what I'm saying. So it's both ways.
Both ways.
I know, but like it depends.
That elders have to earn your respect.
Yeah.
Since they're older than us, they should be mature enough to find a way to earn our respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand. Yeah, no, I do understand what you're saying. So what would that look like?
In an ideal situation, what does someone, an elder, so someone that's older than you, how would they show you respect in like a perfect situation, you would say?
Advice.
Advice?
Advice.
Probably not treating you different just because you're younger than them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to listen to what we say.
Okay.
To our opinions.
To your opinion? Huh?
Caring.
Caring?
I want to add on to what you said. Wait, what did you say again? Bro. Wait, hold on.
My name is Jim Zorbis. My son is Luke Zorbis.
My name is Dave Oliveri. My son is Joey Oliveri. We have been coming to the boys club to play basketball for the past 4 winters. It's been an amazing experience both for Joey and for myself. He's been exposed to a lot of different things here. The coaching has been tremendous. The family atmosphere has been outstanding, and he's gotten a lot out of it. We've sacrificed quite a bit traveling from Middleton. It's been probably about a 30 to 35 minute drive, 4 or 5 days a week for the last 4 winters. So it's been a little bit of a sacrifice for our family, but in the end, it's just been an amazing experience. And Jim, I know that it's a little bit of a hike for you guys to come all the way from Lowell as well. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about why you guys are doing it.
Yeah, it's I have a unique perspective. We always competed against the boys club. This is our first year here. I just felt that my son, I always admired the program from a distance, and I felt that my son was ready to contribute, and this would be the perfect fit for him. So I knew coming in that the basketball piece would be great. What I didn't expect was to make such great friends, for Luke and I to be surrounded by unbelievable people, unbelievable players that care and contribute. So we came for the basketball. We got so much more. And I feel like we'll be a part of the Boys Club family for life now.
Every time there's a new challenge, the best thing, the most necessary thing you need to do is be open to that challenge and just be free to it. You guys go in there so tentative because you're afraid to make a mistake. The biggest mistake you're doing is not being yourself. Just be yourself. Go out there and just try it. Through mistakes is how you learn. Through mistakes is how you learn. Failure is a good lesson to success. It's some people say it's a component to success. How you gonna know what? Sometimes you gotta know what not to do in order to know what to do.
Hello, my name is Isaiah Reese. I go to Sanborn Middle School, and one of the biggest things I learned at Boys and Girls Club this season is how to push myself. I never realized my potential and how much I can push myself. Every day I come in with a new attitude, like improved attitude, and it's made me become a better kid.
I'm Joey Oliveri, and I attend Masconomet Regional Middle School, and I have a 3.9 grade point average. I actually applied to a lot of high schools for next year, such as Phillips Andover, Brooks, Governors, St. John's Prep, and Central Catholic. But the high school I want to go to the most is Phillips Andover. I actually had an interview with an admissions officer a couple days ago, and I really love the feel of the community and got to know the school a little more than I had, because I had researched it a lot because it was up there, and I just knew that I want to go there. And I am waiting for admissions and hearing from them until I get my answer.
My name is Jonathan Perez. I go by JP. I go to Goodman Middle School. I've been coming to Boys and Girls since 4th grade. I was like 10, 11. One thing I learned of coming here was I'm very coachable. Stevie gets at us, you know, it's tough, but we gotta keep on pushing and just get through it. Another thing I also learned was work as a team, you know, on the court and off the court. Communicate is key, you know.
In the air.
versus Najee. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. Najee. 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 Oh! Oh!
Hey, man. Hey, bring it in. Listen. Listen, this is the last time this group is going to stay together for this game right here, man. It's the last game of the season. Leave everything on the court. I don't care how big, strong, fast they are. I don't care. You should not care either. What you should care is competing regardless of the fact. Have to compete, fellas. I'm telling you, man. Every level that you play in, there's got to be guys bigger, faster, stronger than you. Every step of the way. That does not mean that we stop competing, all right? Let's get used to it. Let's send a message. Let Stevie know what this group can do next year. Let's go, boys. Hey, family on three. 1, 2, 3. First 5.
All right, so guys, tell me something that you guys do well now toward the end of the season that you really didn't do well at the beginning of the season.
Definitely 50 and 5. 50 and 5 was like, I just did like 15 in the beginning of the season. So that's, we're allowed to take, we're trying to take more than 50 shots in under 5 minutes.
No, we're trying to make 50 shots.
We're trying to make 50 shots in 5 minutes. My fault.
Very good.
And what happened was, I would only get like 15, 30, and now at the end of the season, we're doing like 50 in 3 minutes, and I'm over here getting like 60, 55, and it's really good. It's improvement.
Okay.
For me, all I have to say is like, it's like handling the intensity. Like, at the beginning of the season, I was not ready for it, and it was really hard coming to practice every day, you know, and just the intensity, Stevie yelling in my face every day, but now it's pretty easy.
For me, I definitely say I'm communicating with you guys. Because like when I first got here, I was really quiet and wouldn't talk to you on defense and stuff. Now I communicate.
Okay.
For me, it would probably be like communicating, because I was shy like Luke, and probably the intensity, because I couldn't handle it when Steve used to come in my face.
I'll say definitely talking, because at the beginning of the year we used to struggle a lot, and like now towards the end of the season, like we became like a lot more comfortable talking to each other. So those were
Definitely Stevie yelling at us. It was really hard at the beginning of the season.
Yo,
look at me. Yeah, it was really hard at the beginning of the season. He would yell at us. We weren't ready for it. We never experienced anything like it. It was pretty hard.
I'm sorry.
All right, so you guys talk to me about some of your goals after the season's finished. Talk to me about some goals.
One of my goals is to gain 5 pounds of muscle during the summer so I can get ready for my high school basketball season.
Okay.
One of my goals is to start on a varsity team as a freshman.
All right. One of my goals is to lose weight because so coaches don't look at me like in a different way where they can just judge me off looks.
one of my goals is to gain muscle so I can jog into the paint and make my layups.
Okay.
One of my goals is to play varsity as a freshman.
that I dread every year. If this was real, it's not over. If this was real. No matter where you go to school, no matter what you do, if you're getting in trouble, if you're not getting in trouble, I'm here, dog. I am here. If you don't want to talk, text me. But more importantly, and I said this in the van to a couple guys that we went to watch a game. You guys been rocking with each other for a long, long, long time. You've been rocking with each other for a long time. If you're real, you're gonna tell each other when you're doing wrong. If you're real, you're gonna cheer for each other when you're doing right. Thank you so much. It's not over. We're just gonna go into a new chapter into our journey. Okay? So, one time. Hold on. I need a ride. Together. Blow it up.
Hey, I'm Lennon Diaz. I've been I messed up.
My name is Aiden Torres, and wait, I messed up.
Sometimes soccer, probably.
Damn.
Messed up.
I've been coming to Boys Club for 4 years. I go to Lawrence.
They feed us here.
So Jay, what schools are you looking at for next year?
Eagle Brook, Austin Prep, and Central Catholic.
And why is that?
I feel as why can I not do this, man?